flower, a bloodhound might find the metal beneath the whiff of entry-level cosmetics, the pubescent predilection for fake apples and cherries. They smelled, everyone did, but you couldn't drive the expressway with the windows open, it was too loud. "I have to take this." Amanda held the telephone aloft, warning them, even though no one was saying anything. Archie looked at his own phone, Rose at hers, both with games and parentally pre-approved social media. Archie was texting with his friend Dylan, whose two dads were atoning for their ongoing divorce by letting him spend the summer smoking pot in the uppermost floor of their Bergen Street brownstone. Rose had already posted multiple photographs of the trip, though they'd only just crossed the county line. "Hey, Jocelyn." That telephone's knew who was calling obviated nicety. Amanda was account director, Jocelyn account supervisor, and one of her 3 direct reports in the parlance of the modern office. Jocelyn, of Korean parentage, had been born in South Carolina, and Amanda continued to feel that the woman's mealy-mouthed accent was incongruous. This was so racist she could never admit it to anyone. "I'm so sorry to bother you," Jocelyn's syncopated breath. It was less that Amanda was fearsome than that power was. Amanda had started her career in the studio of a temperamental Dane with a haircut like a tonsure. She'd run into the man at a restaurant the previous winter and felt queasy. "It's not a problem." Amanda wasn't magnanimous. The call was a relief. She wanted her colleagues to need her as God wants people to keep praying. Clay drummed fingers on the leather steering wheel, earning a sideways glance from his wife. He looked at the mirror to confirm that his children were still there, a habit forged in their infancy. The rhythm of their breath was steady. The phones worked on them like those bulbous flutes did on cobras. None of them really saw the highway landscape. The brain abets the eye. Eventually, your expectations of a thing supersede the thing itself. Yellow and black pictographs, hillocks fading into prefab concrete walls, the occasional glimpse of split-level railroad crossing, baseball diamond, above-ground pool. Amanda nodded when she took calls, not for the benefit of the person on the other end of the phone, but to prove to herself that she was engaged. Sometimes, amid the head nodding, she forgot to listen. "Jocelyn," Amanda tried to find some wisdom. Jocelyn didn't need Amanda's input as much as she did her consent. Office hierarchy was arbitrary, like everything. "That's fine. I think that's wise. We're just on the expressway. You can call. Don't worry about it. But service is spotty once we get farther out. I had this problem last summer. You remember?" She paused and was embarrassed. Why would her underling remember Amanda's previous year's vacation plans? "We're going farther out this year." She made it into a joke. "But call or email, of course. It's fine. Good luck." "Everything's okay back at the office?" Clay could never resist pronouncing the office with a twist of something. It was synecdoche for her profession, which he largely, but not entirely, understood. A spouse should have her own life, and Amanda's was quite apart from his. Maybe that helped explain their happiness. At least half of the couples they knew were divorced. It's fine. One of her most reached-for truisms was that some percentage of jobs were indistinguishable from one another, as they all involved the sending of emails assessing the job itself. A workday was several communiques about the workday, then underway, some bureaucratic politesse, 70 minutes at lunch, 20 minutes caroming around the open plan, 25 minutes drinking coffee. Sometimes her part in the charade felt silly, and other times it felt urgent. The traffic was not so bad, and then, as highways narrowed into streets, it was. Akin to the final, arduous leg of a salmon's trip back home, only with lush green medians and mini-malls of rain-stained stucco. The towns were either blue-collar and full of Central Americans, or prosperous and populated by the white demimonde of plumbers and interior designers and real estate brokers. The actual rich lived in some other realm, like Narnia. You had to happen onto it, trace speed-bumpy roads to their inevitable terminus, a cul-de-sac, a shingled mansion, a view of a pond.